This is an example of what a knit stitch looks like. This is what we'll be making. To cast on, you'll take one of your knitting needles and you'll take your yarn and you'll make a slip knot. So you'll need to leave a decent amount of yarn. Your pattern will usually tell you how many you need to cast on. So I usually just kind of estimate about how much that'll be. So for this example, I'm going to just have us cast on about 10. So I'm probably going to just guesstimate about 9 inches. So that's where I want to make my slip knot. And so to do a slip knot, I like to pinch the yarn between my thumb and my middle finger like this and wrap the yarn behind those two fingers. I like to create an X in the front and then 2 parallel lines behind that. Then I'll take this first thread and bring it over that second thread. And that's where I'll grab and pull, and that'll create the slip knot. And so this will be where we'll be working our stitches when we're doing our knitting. And so you'll slide your needle on in your slip knot. And then we'll get to casting on. I've seen other methods on how to do casting on. This is the way I like to do it, and I find it is easier for me. So grab the yarn, kind of make like a thumbs up. You'll take your thumb and put it behind your yarn, so it'll kind of wrap it around like that. Then take your knitting needle and slide it up like that. And this is your working yarn that's attached to your skein of yarn. You'll wrap it around your needle, and then you'll slide that loop that's on your thumb over onto your knitting needle. And that has already helped us do. So we've got our first one, that's our slip knot, and then this is our second one that we just made. So you'll want to do that until you have 10. So we'll do that 8 more times. So we grab it, wrap it around our thumb, insert, wrap your working yarn around your needle, and then pull that loop over onto your knitting needle. So this is the way I find that feels a little less awkward. There are lots of other tutorials, I'm sure, that is a little different, but I think it's still the same concept of putting all those different stitches onto your needle. This is just the way I've learned and find is easiest. So make sure that you get 10 onto your needle. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So keep going until you have 10. Alright, now we have 10 on our knitting needle. So now we're going to do our knit stitch. So you'll need your other needle now. What you'll do to do a knit stitch is you'll insert your needle into that first one. So we're just coming under. And make sure you're grabbing not your short one, but you're grabbing your working yarn. And you'll wrap it in between. So you're technically just wrapping it. Not even really wrapping it. So you're just kind of bringing it in between your two needles. And then you'll take your needle, slide it back. So you created that new stitch And then this one back here will slide off. So we'll walk through that a little slower. So you'll grab that first, or grab your stitch, wrap the yarn around the needle. So you can see where that goes right there. So you want to put your needle into that stitch we were working in. So we created that new one, and then we'll be sliding that one off. So you just keep doing that all the way to the end. Alright, so we just did our last one. So we started with 10, so you should be finishing off with 10. So make sure you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we know we did it right, and we didn't lose any along the way because we didn't increase or decrease, so you should still have 10. Now to continue doing rows is you just keep doing that same thing that we just did, however many times, if you're wanting to keep this as a long skinny thing. So thanks for watching. If you would like me to do any other tutorials, drop them in the comments below and I will do them. Thanks for watching.